In less than 36 hours at the time of this recording, Bitcoin is expected to undergo the cryptocurrency equivalent of a solar eclipse. Every 4 years, Bitcoin experiences a halving event. As you know, there's a fixed number of 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be produced. Right now, about 19.7 million of those Bitcoins have already been produced. Currently, about 947 Bitcoins are produced each day. Beginning sometime late Friday night, that number will be halved to just 473 Bitcoin per day. What this means is that the Bitcoin miners, who are responsible for helping to process transactions, will start to make half of what they were making earlier in the week. However, mining Bitcoin isn't free. One of the biggest costs is the massive amount of electricity needed to operate the Bitcoin mining machines. And in order to pay their electricity bills, these miners are constantly selling some of their Bitcoin to dollars, or euros, or yen, or whatever, to make payments to their electricity providers. However, beginning this weekend, miners are going to have much fewer Bitcoins available to sell. As we all know, fewer sellers means higher prices, which is exactly what we saw in the prior 3 Bitcoin halvings. Wrapping your mind around the halving is the only way to truly profit in the crypto markets. Within 1 to 12 months after each of the previous halving, Bitcoin prices exploded upwards. As Bitcoin rises, the other cryptocurrencies, called altcoins, follow suit. This halving could be the biggest one yet. Earlier this year, the SEC approved the first Bitcoin exchange-traded fund, ETF, for trading on the New York Stock Exchange. The ETF makes buying Bitcoin as easy to buy as a stock. So far, Bitcoin ETFs, there are about a dozen of them now, are a success. One Bitcoin ETF has earned the record as the fastest growing ETF in the history of the stock market. More importantly, because the ETFs make Bitcoin so much easier to buy, demand is certain to grow. And this comes at the very point when supply is certain to shrink. The collision of these two events at the same moment makes a sort of perfect storm for Bitcoin investors. I expect that within the next 12 months, each Bitcoin could easily be worth $150,000. And this is just a low-end estimate. By the next halving 4 years from now, each Bitcoin could double from there to a price of $300,000, or even as high as $500,000. If Bitcoin eventually becomes as valuable as gold, the price of each Bitcoin could even go as high as $815,304. If you're looking to get started with cryptocurrency, you can buy the Bitcoin ETF or even open a cryptocurrency trading account on an exchange like Coinbase. However, this isn't the only way to gain from the upside potential of Bitcoin. Some of the companies that mine Bitcoin trade on the stock exchange. Examples include Marathon Digital Holdings Inc., MARA, and Riot Platforms Inc., Riot. I'm not officially recommending these, just throwing out names that I know. These stocks have gotten crushed over the past month as investors know that the halving will mean that miners are soon going to start earning fewer Bitcoin. But if the price of Bitcoin doubles, as I expect it will, the miners could turn into a great investment opportunity. Finally, there's a third way to take advantage of the upcoming halving. While Bitcoin has tremendous potential, it's actually just a drop in the bucket compared to some other cryptocurrencies that will grow 10x or even 100x faster. Unlike Bitcoin, these are cryptocurrencies you won't see on CNBC or Yahoo Finance. Mr. Calvert covered his top cryptocurrencies he recommends for 2023 and 2024 in an article at cmgcrypto.com. During the bear market, Mr. Calvert focused on uncovering cryptocurrencies commonly called altcoins before they are obvious to the masses and covered by the Wall Street Journal and discovered by the public. We'll continue to keep you updated as we find new exciting investment opportunities. We hope you will subscribe to this channel and join our vetted cryptos updates at cmgcrypto.com.